Vlogmas. Today's video is a little DIY miniature garden project. This is a collab with Grandma Sandy and her daughter Debbie from Blossom Your Creativity. We are all giving little sleighs a makeover. So my project is going to be a little bit different than probably a lot of the other creators. I thrifted this little sleigh last Christmas for fairy gardening. I thrifted a bunch of stuff and then my life got in the way and I never made any of my DIY miniature gardens or Christmas displays. But I still have all my thrifted pieces. So we are going to do a little DIY fairy garden action today. I don't know if there's going to be real fairies in here, but definitely some miniatures. Maybe we should call this a DIY miniature sleigh garden. We're going to give this sleigh a little character. Supplies and pieces that we could use. I have a whole bunch of stuff and we're definitely not using all of it. This is for all of my Christmas projects and probably more. I think I'm fighting some kind of hospital-acquired virus right now. We have faux snow. Most of these items are from the local Dollar Tree. I might try to use this. This is actually a white gravel-like material that I thrifted. I might try to use this with the faux snow, without the faux snow. Haven't quite decided as a filler for the sleigh. Not sure yet. We have some silver-colored miniature trees. We've got some realistic-looking faux foliage. More trees. Some little miniatures from the Dollar Tree. These miniatures are from a local store. Can't actually remember the name right now, but I'll pop it on the screen if you're on Vancouver Island. Such a cool store. Definitely expensive for what they are, but so adorable. And these were so hard to find locally. I really wanted some more woodland characters for my fairy gardens. They're not easy to find miniatures locally in this kind of style for a woodland. I thought with Christmas it wouldn't be hard, but it actually is, at least in the Vancouver Island area. It's so cute, all these little polar inspired miniatures. So we may very well use these in the sleigh garden. A giant Christmas tree. And a bunch of other little pieces here. This here I'm particularly interested in. I thrifted this piece last year and it's actually, I think, made for wine. It's some kind of cork. But I thought the train was so cute it might actually work in this little miniature sleigh garden that we're going to make. And we've got some more Dollar Tree miniatures in here, a little candy cane, a thrifted piece, some glitter, all kinds of stuff. I'm sure we won't use a lot of it, but there's a lot to choose from. We're gonna start our little sleigh project with putting some kind of a filler into the bottom. This sleigh is going to need a few characters who are going to deliver Christmas gifts around the world. And those gifts might be traditional or non-traditional. So let's get started. I'm going to start with adding a little bit of a filler to the bottom of the sleigh. So the sleigh is actually going to be weighed down with some snow-like material. But it's a magical sleigh, so the weight is not going to affect its ability to deliver gifts around the world. I'm going to use some scissors because if you watched my last DIY, you saw what happened when I didn't use scissors to open the package of my fake snow. So hopefully I don't make quite as many messes during today's little project. The little gravel-like material I'm going to try to use as some fake snow. I might actually use a little bit of this mixed with the real fake snow. See if I can get the most realistic looking fake snow, if that is a thing, effect with this DIY. I want want to look pretty realistic if possible. So that's how much of this gravelly material I'm going to use. I may adjust the volume depending on how it looks with fake snow. We've got our fake snow right here, and once again I'm going to use scissors this time instead of my hands to open the package. Try to not make a big mess. And we're just going to cover this gravel in the fake snow. Whoa, 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 okay. Not as bad as last time, but I think I got maybe more than I needed, but that's okay. We're just going to distribute it in the sleigh. Give you a little better look. This is what it's looking like right now. So my idea for this sleigh was basically to make it kind of like a Noah's Ark Santa sleigh. So we're gonna have some characters and they're gonna be delivering Christmas trees to people around the world, as well as some other animal-like characters are going to be delivered and dispersed around the world. And there will be some traditional gifts here too. So I kind of had a Noah's Ark kind of Christmas Santa sleigh in the back of my mind. That's what I'm trying to create. So let's see how this goes. First of all, Santa is the driver of the sleigh, so he definitely needs to be part of this little sleigh display. He is going to be the main character delivering the presents around the world. So we are going to put him at the front of the sleigh. Let's move you around so you can get a better look. Front of the sleigh or the back of the sleigh? Depends how you look at this. I think this is the front of the sleigh. So we're gonna put him here. He's got a little Christmas tree with him. And we're just gonna bury him a little bit into the snow. So he is the conductor, the driver. He calls the shots on this sleigh. Next, we definitely need to add a few gifts, traditional gifts to this display. If they're not too large, hopefully they're not. So, whoa, they are pretty big. I don't know about this. I kind of wanted some traditional gifts, but I think these guys might be too big. But we might just work with what we've got. So, maybe just one. I'm thinking just one traditional gift in this sleigh. He's going to be delivering a whole bunch of characters and presents around the world. He's going to deliver the snowman to an area that typically does not get snow. So the snowman is going to go in the sleigh right beside the gift. Santa is also going to be responsible for delivering a host of different varieties of Christmas tree to people around the world who do not have access to traditional Christmas trees because their climate is not suitable for growing them. So we've got a few different styles of Christmas tree that Santa is going to be delivering to living rooms around the world. And we're just going to place these trees in his sleigh, probably towards the back more. I'm going to bury them a little bit in the snow so they have some stability. We've got a silver tree, a decorated traditional Christmas tree, a traditional white tree covered in a little bit of snow. Santa is also going to be delivering this little train to somewhere around the world that could use a little bit of improved transportation, and hopefully that'll help out the community where it gets delivered to. I'll give you a little look at the sleigh so far. See where we're going to put the train. I think the train is going to go just behind Santa somewhere here. Put it right into the snow. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I think we can stay there for the journey far around the world. Santa is going to be distributing some more South Pole, as the poles may be shifting very soon. There are some polar bears, some moose, more polar bears. A bunch of Arctic characters are going to be delivered to the South Pole in the possible event that the poles are shifting, which is likely the case. So we're going to add these little characters to Santa's sleigh so that they can start inhabiting another area of the world. Shoot a little bit of a closer look at the sleigh. Gonna put these characters all throughout. Fox can ride with Santa at the front of the sleigh. Finally, we are going to be adding a few little miniature candy canes because you cannot have Christmas around the world without a candy cane. Good spot for these little candy canes in Santa's sleigh. I think by this present will work just fine. And maybe one at the back somewhere. This little guy just had to say hello. He is checking out my little DIY project.
Have you been naughty or nice?
So here is my finished DIY Santa sleigh project, loaded up with items to improve the quality of life and bring a little Christmas cheer to people around the world in different regions. We've got Santa, a whole Noah's Ark of animals for the South Pole, a snowman to delight people who snow, a train to improve transportation somewhere in the world with poor transportation systems, a few candy canes because everyone needs a little more sweetness, especially at Christmas, and some Christmas trees for regions that aren't able to grow Christmas trees of their own. Thank you for joining me for today's Vlogmas video. I hope you enjoyed my little DIY sleigh miniature garden, a little story time, and I hope you're having a wonderful December. Do something festive today if you're able to, whatever that might be. Make a snowman, go sledding, shovel some snow, or maybe check out some Christmas lights. I hope you have a lovely day, evening, or night, and we will see you tomorrow with another Vlogmas video. Bye for now. This little guy says Happy Woofmas.